season finale. Should we do it together? Hello and welcome back
to the season finale. Welcome back to the season finale of Long Story Short podcast. I'm Jade.
And I'm Lisa.
Which you should know by now if you've been following along and watching.
Yes. I hope it's not too jarring or too much of a surprise. Well, it is a surprise.
Even to
that
us.
We exactly have come to a season finale, but we realized a few weeks prior that this is just how it has to be now since we're both hopping into school. The future is a bit up in the air.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it a bit later in this video, but we definitely want to continue, just so you guys know. This is just the end of a season.
Exactly.
But we will try our very best to be
We'll be back.
Bend and snap. Do you know that?
Back. We'll be back, bitches. And I just think this is sort of a natural ending, a natural closure, because I'm going away for 2 weeks for work to camp. And then after that, it'll be some moving on my part and packing things up.
And the end of an era.
It really is the end of an era.
I thought the year before when you moved out 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Did you know?
1 year ago. I moved out.
Oh my God. For a second I was
2 years.
like, 2 years. Last spring when you moved out, I was like, it's an end of an era. But we still lived in the same building. So
it was a continuation of the
exactly.
era. Yeah.
And now it actually feels like it's coming to an end, but I actually am not able to fathom it.
No, not really.
I'm so delusional. I'll be like, I'll be visiting you every 2 weeks.
And I think also I've definitely taken for granted, like when you live so close to your best friend, you definitely take it for granted. I've been trying to remind myself how lucky we are to live literally in the same building.
Oh my God, it's so convenient.
It's so convenient. And you know, it's like a few years ago in high school, probably, we used to watch Friends nonstop. And we used to kind of talk about how great it would be if we all lived in like the same building and that kind of thing. And that really happened.
And we fulfilled the dream, I feel.
And I think that's such an important thing. I'm so grateful and so glad that I got to live with my best friend.
Yes.
And also with Agnes and Lena and just with such beautiful girls. And it's just been like it's
a funeral.
Guys, I'm wearing all black for a reason.
Right. Exactly. I was about to wear black, but I was like, I have nothing that's like ironed or like proper. So.
No.
But this is the season funeral.
So if I cry,
are you about to cry?
No, I was laughing. But I do realize like I get super emotional when there's change.
I go.
No, because last year when I was moving out of this apartment, I was sobbing my eyes out. Like, you know what?
Locked in your room.
Yeah.
Not sharing the sadness with me.
No. But the thing is, I always cry a lot more before the ending comes, and then afterwards, like I am fine. It's a natural progression, and I move on quite quickly. But I just think, in the moment, it's just the feelings and the gratefulness of what has been. You know.
Should listen to Taylor Swift Change. Taylor Swift Begin Again.
Begin Again. Let's go, girls. Yeah. But we'll get into all of that. We're going to start out with on a lighter note. We're going to
give you a life debrief in a while.
Yes.
But just know that for us, it's an end of an era. So naturally, the season finale would also be good to be having right now.
Yeah.
First things first. We have been in a rut these days watching
Love Island UK.
No! Drum roll! Love Island UK. You started watching Love Island UK from like episode 30 out of nowhere.
So basically what happened, let me update you.
Yeah.
I was getting TikTok edits of Love Island UK. And of course, your algorithm, the more you watch. And it was super interesting. And people do really good edits. You know, edits from like back in the day of, you know, Supernatural or something, of these hot characters. They were doing that for Love Island UK this season. I don't know what season it is, by the way, but it's the most recent season.
8.
Yeah, that's still
US
coming
is
out.
13. No, this one is 13 maybe. Because UK is original, I heard.
Yeah, I think so. But
Anywho.
then I just got more and more on my feed. So I was basically up to date with what had happened. Not completely. So then I started watching from like episode 25, something like that, where I thought I was.
Oh, okay.
Something. And then I was convincing Lisa, I was talking about it nonstop. I was like, Lisa, you have to watch this, you have to watch this, you have to watch this. And then we came to terms with the fact that we should just restart together because I'd never watched the beginning either. But then
I will not be watching something that you've already watched with me. And guys, we've tried this. We've tried watching shows together where the other person has gone further, and Jade always goes, "Just you wait, see what's coming now." I'm like, "You spoiled it for me," and vice versa. I do the same thing. So we're
girl,
like,
you cannot even talk.
I know. We have to both be blind on the subject. Like we have to
both
be
come in with a blank
watching
slate.
from scratch together. So that's what we've started to do. Although this last week, oh girl, give me a break. You're the one who's going away. It's not my problem.
That's not even the point.
We started watching together, and then there were days where our work was just not matching.
Yeah,
And
I would work morning, you would work night.
And we both had our periods. We were really craving just like bed rot. And I'm like, I have nothing to watch. So that's why when I started watching USA on my own.
Right.
And it's still very entertaining, I would say. You're just more invested in the characters with the UK just because we've watched more now. But you should also watch US. I feel like we should have both up to date, and then we can watch more next year again.
We could do like one whole episode of just talking about Love Island.
I mean, we could. But then that would be such a disgrace to the most of the people who don't watch it. So I don't know. Yeah, the past week we've been watching a bit separately. Although tonight we did watch.
Yes, we did.
Well,
okay,
we also watched.
The thing is, we didn't quite come to the arrangement that we would watch separately until you said you'd already watched four episodes.
We said we would watch like episode 5 and 6 separately.
Okay.
But then I started binging a bit because I realized you talking about your schedule, I talking about my schedule.
Yeah.
We can't even meet for a coffee.
Can't even meet for the podcast.
Exactly. How the fuck am I gonna watch Love Island with you? Like it just doesn't make any sense.
I'm just making a joke of it. I don't hold a grudge against you.
Plus, you know what's happening. You just have to get there. Let's just say, love Jasmine.
Didn't I tell you that she would be such a good character?
She is a queen.
Well, not a character.
She is overly blunt, let's say that.
Yeah.
She's giving very Capricorn. What is
She's
she
a Virgo.
giving? Oh,
No, she's a Libra. She's on the end of September, so she's a Libra, I think.
Okay.
Because she talked about it with Lorenzo. Maybe. If she's a Virgo.
Blunt, very critical, very straightforward.
Sassy.
But she says everything I need her to be saying.
She's a
on
baddie.
this show.
Yeah.
She is a baddie.
She knows it too.
Exactly. And she has such good style.
Yeah.
So Y2K, but also Gen Z, but also she's 27, so yeah.
You're 27.
She's 19.
No, I'm just joking. No.
Okay. So I don't have a problem with aging, but don't make me older than I actually am.
A crone.
A crone. Oh, do you want to give the context of this? It's so funny.
It's just typical things of like having my parents as my parents. I texted my mom the other day and I was like, oh, would you be free for a call today? And she was like, no, sorry. Just got done with my drumming circle for crones, like for witches. And then she sends photos of her drumming a drumming circle with like all these elderly women.
Yeah, it's too funny.
But that's just honestly like the kind of text I will get from my mom. And she'll be like, it's a full moon tonight.
You two need to be owning a crystal shop together. Like, I can see.
I mean, do you see where I get it from?
Yeah, definitely.
I think I am quite.
But your mom is heavy on that stuff.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah.
She trained to be
I think she is a witch.
Yeah, she is. I mean, she trained to be a South African, like, it's not called a witch, but it's like a medicine woman or something.
Now we need to interview her.
Oh, that would be interesting, actually. She could read out auras. You know, she does healing.
Hippie to witchcraft, and that's a crazy.
You know, I've seen this TikToker she gets her mum, and her mum like gives them advice on like full moon, what journaling prompts to do, like auras and all that.
Perfect. I just bought new journals today, guys, as if I don't have enough at home. But you know,
I didn't question it. I just encouraged you.
Yeah, thank you. And I needed a thin one, a black one that I could carry around because I get sick of stuff very easily. Like I'm eager to start. I sometimes have the talent for it, like sports-wise, I can get a hang of it pretty quickly or whatever. I'm intelligent like that. Me just bragging.
She
But
is,
then,
guys.
what I'm trying to
I'm
say.
looking at you like, are you being serious?
I'm very sporty. What do you mean?
No.
Shut up, bitch.
No. You're just going on like, I'm so intelligent. I'm like,
I was joking about that part. Did you get it? When you said I had zero sarcasm. No. Anyways.
very sarcastic.
What I was trying to say is that I get sick of stuff very easily.
Yeah.
So I got sick of the color red. I first really like it. I feel like the journal also, it's a very fall winter color. Like I could get back into the red journal, but I don't want to carry that thing around. It's like very thick.
Where are you going to be journaling?
Very thick. Well, I don't know, wherever I find myself at. But I do feel like I admitted to myself today, I spoke it out loud. Because I've been thinking about this. When I journal, I don't journal because I mean it. I journal...
For the aesthetic.
No, it's too performative.
Okay.
It's not for the aesthetic. No. That's not what it is. But I am performative to my journal. Like, my journal doesn't get the juice. Do you know what I'm saying?
I know exactly what
I'm
you mean.
scared people are going to see my journal. So I'm trying to write the nicest things. Like, I don't write any fights. I don't write any trouble. I write some thoughts and, like, changes in my life. Hello, kitty, la 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 la. Whatever. But I don't
Do you write Dear Diary?
No.
Thank God.
Dear Lisa, today is something. Every day it changes. I don't have a concept of how I write. Sometimes I read back and it's fucking cringe. I can't read it. And some days I'm like, go off. Anyways.
Because that could be something that would be interesting. That could be another pod episode. Me reading my journal too, or something.
Yeah, you
like,
need to be doing that.
Later, from when we lived together and that kind of stuff. Just for context. Not that it would be anything bad about you, but I don't think
We can relive happenings from that.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
Because I really think, like, if my house burned down and my journals were lost, I do think that would probably be one of the most devastating things for me, honestly.
You need to spray anti-fire or something on it. Like, put it in a metal box.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's what
The metal box will melt, but yeah.
No, like a aluminum, like a proper titanium box.
Titanic box.
Exactly. Like a proper, there's like unflammable materials.
Yeah.
That's where you should lock it in.
Because I do think that is
Although
something...
maybe the heat would burn it down anyways, but sorry.
No, but I do think, like, now I have, like, I think 10 journals from since when I first started journaling 10 years ago or
How
something.
come I have never looked at one of them?
Yeah.
I kind of should have.
The thing is, I think when we lived together, when I lived with anyone, even with my ex as well, living together, I think I was way too open with just leaving my journal. I left my journal anywhere in the house and you could have just read it.
Yeah. Never read it. Although your roommates now would be the people to be reading that stuff.
Yeah, I'm kind of scared. They probably have read it. Honestly.
Well, they're chilling in your room.
But I think sometimes I am a bit performative as well to my journal.
Really?
But not to that same extent. I think
But you still get back to it.
I know that I mentally avoid writing my journal when I don't want to hear what I'm thinking.
Okay, maybe that's what I'm constantly doing.
When I don't, because I know if I write, I'm going to have to come to terms with myself and like how honest I'm going to be.
Exactly.
And then like, I don't want to deal with that. Because I know I'm thinking it, but then to put it in words is like very confronting.
Yeah. Okay, guys, existential crisis right here. Well, anyways.
Yeah, that was a tangent. But anyways.
But I'll try to journal. I bought like thinner ones today, moleskin. Proper ones, anyways. Yeah. But there's also a thing where I can't continue a journal 2 years after it's been the last time I wrote in it. It feels kind of like...
Well, you can't keep starting new journals.
I know. That's why I waste many journals.
I think it doesn't matter what timeline it is. Just keep going. Like, it could be 2 years in between. It doesn't matter. You just gotta keep writing.
But where do I even start? Like, I don't know.
But some people are also just not writing people, and some people are.
Yeah. I'll do the morning pages, but I'll do one page every day. Like, that could be all right. Because I do want to write what my thought processes are. I want to understand myself a bit better. I want to understand people around me a bit better. And sometimes you need to see it in text to be able to kind of articulate and redirect your thoughts in the right way,
Exactly. No, it's very different. And I think
I shall try.
It gives you a different perspective into your own life, because as much as you can look back on photos and you know, reminisce with friends and family and all that
Yeah.
on how you were. I don't think anything quite gives you the same insight into yourself and how you're feeling than writing it down, especially if you are actually honest with your journal.
Yeah. And I do video diaries, but I don't talk
Yeah,
about
no,
my
that's true.
deep-rooted thoughts anyways.
No,
so
you're not going to put that on the internet either.
yeah, I'll know what I've been feeling at that certain time in my life, but if I haven't, like, I don't know.
But
So
I
I'll
do think
try.
video diaries is a really
Yeah.
good way because you do see everything.
You know, I had a couple's diary when I first started dating with Chabin.
Oh, really?
It was 2 separate diaries, so we would write to each other letters.
Oh, that's so cute.
So, but then it stopped after like a year, and then I was like,
You could keep it
been
up now.
4 more years. I'm like, give it an update now. Oh well.
Now we're married.
Well,
The rest
maybe
is
if I
history.
want to keep it until the end of my life,
And give it
then
to your kids.
yeah, probably
That'd be
should
cute.
continue that.
Yeah,
Anyways, that was my whole yappa about
that's a very cute
how I
idea.
need to start journaling again.
Yeah, I would like to do it every single day. Because I know yesterday morning I took myself to a cafe and journaled for an hour, really.
Really?
It's like 5 pages.
You're really down in there.
I really got in there.
Damn. Good for you.
Yeah. While I was listening to the people next to me conversation, it was like 3 30-year-olds. And the one was having mother-in-law drama. It was really juicy. Really?
Why
Their
were
conversation
you
was
only
juicy.
there? Oh my god.
And the other woman was in an open relationship and she had just booked her first session with a therapist who is open to talking about open relationships. So that is not to judge her because she said she's been to other therapists before that were judging her for being in an open relationship. Anyway.
See, those therapists need therapy. Like, you cannot give tips to people based on like your prejudice if you're a therapist. Like, you gotta kind of be open to, I don't know.
No, it's true. Anyways.
That's not good advice. Anyways,
But
how did we get to journaling from Love Island?
You get sick of things and you have to move on and I don't know really. But this is the joy of our podcast, guys.
Yep.
Don't know where you're gonna end up.
Exactly.
But you're just here for the ride. But Love Island. Okay, if we get into it for like 5 minutes.
No, I think 1 more minute
Okay.
is enough.
Okay.
Or?
Yeah.
You have too much to talk about.
Yeah, okay.
Who's your favorite character?
My favorite character is Lorenzo. Now,
It's not a girl. Dun dun dun.
I think he's very mature. He's definitely not ready for a relationship. I love Sean or Fitzy because he's just really cute and sweet and I think he's very genuine. And his relationship to Lola is also
They're
like
so cute together.
really cute. I don't know, I don't see as much from her that I'm like, whoa, I love her, but I just don't think they show that. You
I
know?
think they click properly, and just because they're already so close to each other, that's why they don't. I don't think they air it on TV.
Exactly,
because
because it's
there's
boring.
more drama.
Yeah,
exactly.
But I do think Lorenzo, he's a really good friend.
He's a good friend. I'll leave
He's
it at
not
that.
always genuine, and I don't think he's really. He shouldn't really be in Love Island.
He does test the water. He does poke around girls here and there. But I think generally as a person, he's a nice person. I don't think he creates drama like Aiden or the other dudes do, you know, like Opie or...
He's not immature. He can do silly things, but I do think he's respectful. And I really like how he checks on the girls. And like, I do think he handles things in a mature way.
Yeah.
And
I do think it says a lot when all the girls are friendly to you and it's reciprocated, you know?
Yeah.
And they speak good of you. But also, to me, it's a red flag if you're not ready for a relationship at 28.
No,
Bro,
I
what you
mean,
doing?
I would not want to date him. Although I did have a dream. Oh, yeah. That I was like in a kitchen. We were on a date. I was on a date with Lorenzo from Love Island.
You fell asleep watching it, didn't you? Right?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
But it was like a chase because in the show also like he's not very forthcoming.
so
and it was like me
typical.
kind of trying to. We've established this. My toxic trait is that I kind of would go for guys, would be more attracted to guys who are a bit more nonchalant. Or like avoidant. And I was
that's a
just trying
problem,
to
yeah.
get him to like me in my dream on the date. But it was kind of a good date, honestly.
Ooh. Sexual tension, eh?
But I'm excited for you to see all the drama to come because I already know some spoilers. And I'm really excited to see because I've spoiled it for myself because I've seen TikToks beyond the point where I've watched halfway through.
Right.
So I'm excited to see how it all unfolds.
Yeah. But it also is on my feed now, on my Instagram For You page.
Yeah.
Because you keep sending me links. So when I watch them, they keep like recommending it to me. So my algorithm is changing. And so it's like cutesy, inspo, then there's Love Island like scattered in there. Yeah, when I see some characters I've never seen before or like outfits I've never seen before, I try to not click on it, but sometimes you just...
Wow, so
funny.
you know as much as which outfits you haven't seen before. That's how you tell if you've seen it.
Yeah, we've established this. I'm just that.
What was I first wearing when we first met?
Well, probably skinny jeans, probably those Adidas shoes.
Didn't have any other
and
shoes.
your dark blue
jacket.
and light blue backpack before you changed to the Kanken backpack that we bought you. And then you had your, it was a blue jacket and your hair was like...
Okay.
See?
All right.
What was I wearing when you first met me?
I have no clue.
Exactly.
Probably skinny jeans though.
Yeah, this must have something to do with like some OCD trait or like...
But I think
memory.
you're very
'Cause
aesthetic.
My memory is terrible, but when it comes to products I've seen before, I'm like, I know exactly what that is.
It's the capitalism in you. It would suit you to be like a shopper for furniture and design and like curate your own shop and sell
I'm too
it.
picky. Anyways.
Yeah. But anyways, that is interesting to me because that's the last thing I would really remember.
Oh, right.
Or I don't know, yeah. But anyways.
I mean, I think when you're following them around in the day, you kind of see their bikinis, you're like, oh, that one's cute, I've seen that before.
Yeah,
like,
no, it's true.
But that one I've never seen before. Kind of like that, you know?
No, you're right.
Or different makeup or hair, I don't know, really.
Yeah.
But anyways, going on to the next topic we wanted to talk to you about is our grand
Camping
one night,
trip.
2 days camping trip that we did. We managed to pull off a camping trip together. So me, Jade, and my younger sister Lina, that Jade lives with, the three of us, went on a camping trip. No cars.
Wild camping
Wild
as well.
camping, cooking gear, tent.
So we brought
That's it.
everything, food and water as well. So we...
None of the aesthetic, pretty pillowcases, like none of that.
No glamping.
This is
Let me tell you.
actual real camping, guys.
We dug holes and shat in it. But we set out, so this is where I camped last year as well.
We went to Tyresta National Park.
It's like a 1 hour bus ride there, or train and bus. And we did end
very
up walking pretty far. Like we had pretty big bags and it was very heavy. There was a lot of stuff we had to carry. And
20,000 steps or more.
yeah, 20,000. So that's like
I would say
15
it's like
kilometers.
10K plus.
No, it's 15 for sure. It was quite far. We did walk quite far.
And there's a bit of an incline as well.
Yeah,
At one point we were at the top of a cliff.
Yeah, it was not like... The first part of the hike was pretty like graveled road and easy. And then it got a bit
I thought it was going to be that smooth sailing. I was like, oh,
easy peasy.
this is not even trekking. This is not even hiking. This is just
Walking
path, like
Strolling.
wheelchair friendly, stroller friendly. Yeah. And then
No.
you get off track and it's like, with this backpack, I thought my shoulders were falling off. Like the band really ate into me. Because I didn't have this hip support.
Yeah.
It was all of the weight on my bag was tiny as you could possibly.
But I understand it wasn't a bag made for hiking.
Yes, but it was quite heavy for the bag
For
it was.
how small it was.
Yes, exactly. And my shoulders were about to cut off. Like the blood. I think at one point my vein here got so strained. It started hurting. I was like, oh my God, am I not getting enough blood in my arms? Like, dramatic queen.
We are funny. But we ended up...
It's as if we're put in to do this shit and we
chose this.
Yeah, we voluntarily had to do it anyways.
But it was fun. We set up camp. We picked blueberries.
Bought my first ever sleeping bag.
Yes.
Yes, and Lena got her first ever sleeping mattress.
Your sleeping bag looks... Can I buy that off you?
No. Wait, we got there, we set up the tent, we were
had a
sweating.
swim.
We had a swim in the lake.
That was the best swim of my life.
You said that.
It was so good. I don't know if it's really the
You
best.
went commando. It's liberating.
It is.
Isn't it?
It was very liberating.
Yeah. Jade was like, my tits are so cold and touching the water, I don't know what to do.
Because I didn't realize they float.
When you're a big bust girly, my tits don't float. They're stuck to my body. They did float? That's hilarious.
No, but like
I've never had
they're
my
more
boobs
up,
float.
you know?
No, I don't know.
Because it was cold.
Mine go in, like they shrink. Mine are not that big, girl.
I was like, oh my god.
Just like my boobs are floating. I'm like, never have I ever heard that from a near person around me. That's hilarious.
No,
Good for you though.
I guess.
No, but that one was really nice. We camped in front of a lake. There's a lot of lakes in Tyresta, and on the big map where you see at the entrance, and it was really good you brought that map with you because we constantly were looking at it.
Yeah.
Like the paper map.
I knew
Imagine we
from
didn't
last
have
time.
that.
Yeah.
Anyways, and there's a lot of lakes, and it told you where you could buy logs for fire, where you could actually camp.
Yeah.
Because not everywhere is a camping site.
Where there's
and
water, because if I didn't
there's
have
a well.
that, yeah.
Where there's a chatting place, whatever. We chose a lake that was a bit far more in.
Yeah.
Very quiet, beautiful.
There was like a few people around, but not many.
Yeah.
And we found...
I mean, barely. In the evening, no one was passing by even.
No.
Nope. And the next day, I hadn't seen people for hours.
Yeah, it's true.
So it was really nice. We cooked Korean ramen the first evening, made a fire, which was quite easy. You brought like fire starters.
Yeah.
So it's really nice.
But we also like had some tea and we roasted marshmallows, had s'mores. We read our book in the tent.
You didn't say, you left out the part where we didn't have enough water, so the tea was like this much per person.
We kind of didn't pack enough water. We took like 1.5 liters per person and then
one more for
extra,
you because you were staying an extra day.
But we really didn't have enough because we didn't really factor in how much water we'd be using for cooking and breakfast and all that.
But it would have been enough if it was 2 liters per person because we were first thinking the bottles would be 2 liters and then it ended up being 1.5, which when you're getting 4 bottles, that's your 2 liters minus, right?
Yeah. And you should kind of be drinking 2 liters a day anyway.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I didn't really think it through. But I think I thought the one, if it had been 2 liters per person, it would have been okay, but we had 1.5.
Yeah. And I normally, compared to Jade, I don't really drink water as often and go to the toilet as often as you do.
Yeah.
I would say nowadays I do drink quite a lot of water because it's summer and I'm constantly like needing...
This
I need to drink water.
I'm thinking of being parched in the forest.
And the fact that I was put in a forest where I had limited amount of water made me crazy thirsty.
Yeah, literally.
Like it's such a thing I would do, you know? Of course it's me. Of course it's me. I'm like, Jade, you hippo, get another of water. And you're like, I'm good. I'm like, don't come crying to me when your water's finished. Yeah. I'm like, can't stop drinking it. Also, it was a hot day when we were on our way there.
I was sweating a lot, but... Yeah.
Yeah, I just kept sipping water secretly also when you guys weren't looking.
I knew that. If you weren't there, I would have had all the water in the world. You using it for brushing your teeth when I was like...
No, I had this much.
No, I'm joking. But anyways...
Bitch triggering me.
Don't come
pressing
for me.
my button. Guys, I had
me
this
using
much in
lake
a mug.
water for my toothbrush. Meanwhile,
you did? Because at one point we didn't have enough water, so I was like, we need to boil our pasta with lake water. And you know you're not supposed to do that because that shit was yellow.
That shit was brown. That's not yellow.
And we tried to filter it, so all the gunk was out, and there was like small insects in there. We tried to filter it, but we were
did
like,
boil it and
in
stuff.
the end, we're not going to do it. Because you were the one that was most against it. I was like, for survival, we got to do this. Like, what else are we going to do?
No, because we had enough food. You didn't need to eat pasta, but you really wanted pasta for lunch.
Yeah, I wanted the grand finale to be a good lunch.
I understand, but we had a lot of other food.
I wasn't going to crawl back eating baked beans.
Okay, we're getting beside ourselves.
Yeah, anyways.
So we ended up getting into bed pretty...
That shit is diabolical.
Pretty early. I did not think it through, granted.
No, you need to listen to Jade's... So, okay, here's the itinerary. Day 1, me and Lena follow. Haven't camped in Sweden before, so I thought one day would be enough for us. So day 2 morning, we leave. Jade continues an extra day because she also wanted to solo camp. And you need to hear what food she brought for herself because I heard it and I was like...
So we were going to have hot oats for breakfast, porridge, and that was fine. And I had packed enough, I thought, for
until each person got this much oats.
But I usually, I measure it. I don't know what I was thinking. I could have eaten my sandwich. You know, I brought my sandwich all the way home.
Really? That should look dead in the morning, though. Because Jade packed a sandwich from home with, was it eggs in it?
No, it was cheese and fake ham.
Okay.
Like vegetarian ham.
And then she was thinking about her food schedule for the next day.
It's started panicking.
And she was like, I need to save one sandwich for tomorrow lunch. So we were supposed to eat pasta together day 2 as lunch, and then me and Lena go home. And then Jade was like, I'm going to eat my sandwich for lunch and have the pasta for dinner, because all she brought for her dinner was baked beans. So she was going to have oats for breakfast. What was your lunch?
I don't know.
There was nothing on the itinerary.
No, the lunch was supposed to be pasta.
No.
Yeah, but yeah.
Oh, but the next morning, your breakfast.
Oats, I had packed enough oats.
It wasn't enough, I'm telling you.
Well, if you guys didn't eat so much, I would have had enough.
We ate the exact same amount, and we were hungry as fuck. I know this doesn't give you any context, but it's just too hilarious. Okay, so the weather was amazing. We went to bed at 10 p.m. sharp.
We were reading
ate
a little.
s'mores. We read. It was really cozy.
Yeah.
And then it started raining a bit during the night. It was
quite loud.
Yeah, but I would say it was
cozy.
Quite romantic and cozy. I like that much of a rain when it's camping. It's not too bad.
No, that was fine. Because we got up around 6. I needed to pee, so I
we
went
were
out.
up at 3 because Lena had to go pee.
Yeah.
And then I was up until she came back. And then I mean, you're kind of on and off sleep.
Because every time you turn around, you feel how bruised your side is from
the fucking flat mattress.
You're aching, so.
Yeah, exactly.
No, but then we ended up getting up around 6, and it was still drizzling a bit, but we went to go pick blueberries. Lisa and I were really hungry.
And I was so hungry, my stomach was falling to the floor hungry, because we had woken up so many times during the night. So I think digestion just went way quicker. Yeah. I also tried to stop eating before we went to sleep so early so that I wouldn't feel sick when I'm trying to fall asleep. So then we woke up so hungry, picking blueberries like mad monsters. I kind of felt like a gremlin, honestly. I was like, I'm so hungry, Jade.
I was really hungry as well.
Yeah.
Actually. And we ended up making the oats and having blueberries, and then we ended up having the baked beans as well.
But the thing was, while we were picking blueberries, since it had rained all night, Jade was saying, I actually don't think, because we came to the conclusion we don't have enough water, and Jade was like, if it's going to rain all day, I don't want to stay at the camping site one more night, because it's kind of boring to be in a tent all day if you're not tracking around or
because there's not much point really to camp for me if I can't be outside.
Yeah.
Because it's and I didn't really have a big book. I only had a very small book, so I would have finished it in 1 hour. And I hadn't downloaded anything to watch either. So it would have been cozy, but I knew that it would be a bit boring. So I thought, then also since we'd run out of technically kind of food and water by that stage, I was like, I could maybe just go home with you guys. But after a while during the morning, the rain stopped, it cleared up, the sun came out a little bit.
We were eating our oats, and then we realized there's this much of oats for every person, with half as much as blueberries as the oats. And I was like, if you're going home, put the rest of the oats for you next day in there.
Yeah.
Just add it in there.
Yeah, because...
And cook the baked beans as well. That was her breakfast the next morning. Only baked beans.
Yeah.
So we ended up eating oats, more portions, and then made pancakes out of the oats. And then...
Well, that is not a pancake, but it was a...
That was disgusting. No, it's okay. It's pretty good for what we made it to become.
It's creme brulee oat flapjacks.
Yeah, exactly. We make a grand breakfast. It's pretty good. And then we tried to collect lake water, decide if it's worth purifying it, and then using it to boil the pasta, and then the weather gets better, and later during the day, Jade's like, you know what? Look at this weather. I gotta stay another day. So then you're coming up with your new food schedule.
Well, my new food schedule, and then also plan that I had to go get water. So I had to hike to a water pump to go fetch more water, and then I could come back. And I thought, oh, I could just stay in the same campsite because with the tent is already set up and I liked it there.
So we gave up my pesto pasta I was supposed to do. It was instead pesto salad without water, having to boil anything with pizza crackers, which is quite filling in the end.
No,
it was all right because we had like ölkorv, which is kind of like beef jerky, and then
we had a lot of snacks.
What else did we have? We had orange juice that did not taste like orange juice, and we had a lot of protein bars and snacks and stuff. So I wasn't worried about that. So I gave all the pasta to you. Because then you could eat it that evening and the next morning and stuff.
Yeah, for lunch and everything.
Yes, after lunch we head home, and me and Lena, by we.
Yeah, so we say our goodbyes.
Yeah,
you guys
take over.
head off.
Yes.
You guys head off, I head off. So it's about like 20 minutes, I would say, into my hike. And I brought my backpack and the empty water bottles, and I was going to hike around 5K, I think. I'm not sure exactly.
And we're also hiking back.
Yeah.
And from afar I see a big fat cloud.
No, it got so dark. That's what I started noticing. Because I was enjoying my hike, but it started getting really dark. Like it almost
felt like... I guess you were in the forest. I was more out on like the landscape part.
But the clouds were so dark and just covering everything.
And I just knew a bomb is going to drop. When I saw a cloud, I was like, it's definitely going to rain. I don't know how much it will rain, but it's definitely going to rain. Thank God I brought my raincoat. Because remember, I was carrying that around the first day. I was like, why did I bring this thing? It's so heavy.
No, your raincoat was good.
I don't have to wear it.
Yeah.
Thank God. Let me just tell you, thank God I had my raincoat.
No, because this...
Oh my God.
This is where I was. I was on this top of this kind of, just gotten to the top of this
hill. Insert a picture here.
Mountain kind of thing. And I was overlooking the lake. And I saw the rain over that side of the lake coming towards me. And it was like really heavy. And it was just like a storm. I heard thunder, all that kind of stuff.
So
it was just
like,
a storm.
Droplets. Droplets?
No, they were huge.
I was swimming in the sea.
Because that downpour was probably, maybe also when you watch a downpour from inside, it doesn't sound that dramatic.
No, it was the biggest downpour I've seen in years. The heavens opened.
It was bucketing water. Like, I was drenched in 1 second down to my underwear.
If we collected that water, we'd been rich. No one had to go to the well whatsoever. No. We could use that water to be cooking all the pasta in the world.
It was like really, really so heavy. And I tried to stay like under a tree for a while. It did nothing for me. I just kept walking by that stage. But I was debating. So I called my dad. And I was kind of like worried. Because I was like, Dad, like, should I go home? What should I do?
And you didn't call me?
No.
I was also on my walk back, mind you. We started getting drenched. And I was like, Lena, you got to take my raincoat out of my bag. Because this is going to pour down any second. Because we were already getting wet. And we were like, and I'm like, take it out of my bag. And then I put it over my bag and everything.
Okay.
Thank God I did that because I had my book and like stuff that could get wet in there. So I put it over me so I look like a crone, literally like a witch. And I'm just walking with my black raincoat, like just holding to the arms. And then our pants get soaked in 0.1 seconds. Like you couldn't even see. It got so soaked so quickly that you wouldn't even know that the color had like changed.
Yeah, that's how wet it was,
And it was crazy because Lena's bag was also not rainproof, so she got soaked all the way down. Like her rain jacket was not rain repellent, it was rain absorbent.
That's what my jacket was.
She got heavy, and the rain was crazy. And whenever I tried to look at the map of how far we came, because at that point it was like quite important to see how far we were, because it was just such crazy rain. Yeah. So I was just hunching down, looking at my phone, right? Trying to not get it wet. And I'm like, all I can say is, wow. I send that to Jade. Because in that moment, I'm like, girl, you okay? Like,
no, because I was kind of not okay.
Because I'm like, I'm heading back, but you're staying here. And I'm like, does she really want to stay here? So we get home safely. Take over now.
So
end of my story.
I did call my dad, and I was just trying to think, should I go back to camp? Because I had only walked like 20 minutes. So if I'd gone back to camp, packed up my camp and gone home after you guys, then I would have, I had this much water left. Okay, like a few sips of water left. And then I could pack up and just go home. But I was like humming and hawing, I would still want to try to stay and maybe the rain will stop and it will be hard to pack up camp.
I mean, you
when
want
it's
to make the
pouring
most
rain.
out of it when you've already sent your friends home and you're the one left there.
Yeah.
So you kind of want to keep it going.
But I started walking back. So I walked back for 5 minutes thinking like I'd go back to camp. And then I just changed my mind again. And I was like, no, you know what? Let me go get my water. So then, the rain continued pretty heavily. Luckily, I felt quite a bit safer because there was a hiker ahead of me. And we kept overtaking each other because like he took a break and then I overtook him and then I took a break and he kind of overtook me. But that kind of felt a bit more of a comfort when it was like pouring rain. I know it wasn't unsafe, but you know that eerie feeling also before a storm in the middle of the forest? It was like a little bit eerie. But I just continued walking, and by that side I was kind of running, not running, but like I was walking so fast. And there's puddles, and because it's like a hill, all the water is just gushing down on the path.
Yeah.
So it's kind of crazy. And
free shower.
Yeah. But I ended up taking the long way round, unfortunately. So instead of the shorter way that I thought I was taking, I took like the wrong turn. And I took like the longer. So it was probably like, it was a lot more uphill, downhill, all that kind of stuff. Eventually I got to...
Mind you, this happens within the last 3 hours of you being alone, right?
Yeah. It's not even that far in. But I eventually got to the water place. I filled up the bottles. It was still raining. There was a toilet there. It was like a shelter, so I kind of rearranged my bag. The map I had disintegrated.
Oh.
So just before it was like melting because of the rain, I took some pictures of it because I was a bit scared, that I wouldn't find my way back. Because I didn't really have
Imagine you don't
signal,
find your tent and stuff.
I didn't really have signal or anything.
Yeah.
And I think I really realized on this trip how important like good camping gear is, especially with clothes, because I was thinking like
you need a light wind rain jacket.
You should not have cotton. Cotton doesn't dry fast. Cotton is cold. You should really have fast drying things because it will inevitably rain on a camping or hiking trip and you need to be able to hang up your clothes and they'll dry in a second. And like socks need to be like merino wool. Your shoes should try to be like waterproof, all that kind of stuff. And you should always leave a pack of dry clothes in your tent that will not get wet.
Or in a zipper bag.
Yeah, or something.
Like in plastic. Inseal that shit.
But I'm so glad I brought as many plastic bags as I did. So I eventually made it back. My spirits were a bit higher. I ate a muesli bar.
You literally just walked 10K in the rain, front and back.
I think it was more because I did 20K steps that day.
Oh my God.
Like before even I did the last one home.
Yeah.
So I did walk pretty far. And then, my spirits were a bit up. I was like, you know what? I can make this work. I can get back to camp. And the rain was kind of letting up a little bit. Finally got back. At this stage, I was exhausted. And there's like a vindskydd, which is like a wind shelter. And I ended up like stripping off all my clothes, hanging them up. I could insert a picture here. I made some tea. I was like, okay, this could work. And I changed into my dry clothes. But the fleece that I had was in my backpack in the rain. So it got a bit damp. And that was kind of the only warm thing I had. And then my long sleeve shirt got wet because that was what I was wearing. That was soaking wet. And so all I had was a t-shirt. And I'd been really cold out in the rain for so long. And I didn't want to take the fleece and put it on while I was walking because I knew it would get wet. So I was quite cold. And then I wanted to make a fire, but it was pouring rain, so I couldn't make a fire.
Yeah, not outside.
And then I was texting my dad. I was like, oh, can't I make a fire under the vindskydd? And he was like, no, absolutely not. Like, that will catch fire in 1 second, which is kind of true because it's wooden.
You mean your gas thingy?
No, but like a real fire.
Like a real fire. Yeah, of course.
I was actually about to do that. So stupid.
Girl.
I was like, for my survival.
Will wood catch fire?
But anyway.
Even if it's damp?
Not on it, but on the ground, in it, under it.
There'll definitely be smoking.
Yeah, it wouldn't be safe.
Yeah.
But anyways, and then I don't even have the energy to continue this.
Yeah,
But
you've talked about the stories so many times to friends and stuff that it's like,
oh, no. But basically, I had to like decide. I was wanting to stay. I really was, and I was thinking I could pitch the tent in the shelter so that it would be less
I just
wind.
love how high you keep your hopes. Like,
No, I was really trying to make it work.
like
I made my pasta.
Trust
I really
that shit
ate
will
it.
go all right for you when you're alone, because the most bizarre things happen to Jade. We all know this. Things pull a Jade around you left, right, and center. How the fact that you decided to stay alone for the remaining of this camp is you got balls, girl.
No,
all I can say.
I do think.
Why did I know in my gut feeling that something was gonna go wrong?
Really?
Yes.
Because I do think at the end of the night, I kind of looked back and I kind of regretted not deciding then and there around 6 o'clock. I'd sat in the shelter for like an hour, had my dinner, had a cup of tea, tried to get warm and like dry for about an hour.
You were shivering in your camping.
I was really shivering and so cold.
Because the tent was unreliable.
Well, because then I had to go, like I wanted to go get my sleeping bag and I thought, oh, you know, it's better for me to be where all my stuff is hanging up, drying.
Yeah. The wind shelter and the tent was like 1 minute away.
Yeah, like 500
seconds.
meters or... No, not that far.
Oh, like 50 meters.
No, it was longer. Trust me. I walked that when I was stark naked. I know how long that was. 200 meters.
That's hilarious.
Don't ask, guys. But to keep my clothes dry, I had to take off my dry clothes, run out in the rain naked to my tent.
Well, you had a jacket on.
Yeah, okay.
You were bare-legged.
Yeah.
Well, you had panties and stuff on.
Yeah, but I then I went to my tent.
I would have loved seeing you in that state from afar. I'm like, there's a girl running front and back.
Because I also realized you cannot take down a tent in the pouring rain and then put it back up because then it'll be just wet all the way through. Yeah. So that's not going to work. So then I just decided to stay in my tent. And I was in the tent with my fleece and my long pants, but everything was a bit damp. So it was really cold, like with wet fleece in a sleeping bag. It's not going to work. So then I like tried to be warm and tried to stay there. And I was feeling a bit sorry for myself. I was crying.
No wonder.
I was like...
Because at this point, I'm looking at my phone on my Find My to see if you're constantly live. Because I can see if you've been on your phone. Then I know at least you're alive.
Yeah, I mean, I was fine.
This girl... Also, there's no one around there that you can ask for help anymore. So I wouldn't say it's unsafe with the fact that you have people around you that you don't know. It's unsafe because there's no one there.
No, that's also, I think, another thing that I felt really quite alone. And I know this sounds a bit dramatic. Like, usually I'm fine and I have camped by myself.
You're in the bare nature and it's pouring rain and shit is cloudy as frick and like it's so dark. That's kind of scary.
It was just scary because I thought, what if in the middle of the night, like I actually feel like I'm freezing to death? I know it was probably like 7 degrees minimum. So it's not like I would freeze.
When stuff is damp, you freeze double, triple than what it would actually feel like.
And I had been with like just a t-shirt and I'd been soaked through and it was really cold for like 2 hours. So I was cold in my bones, you know. But I was also thinking, because my dad said he would come pick me up. And no slander to your dad, but he said like he could come pick me up. But then when I was calling him, he didn't answer his phone for like an hour.
Oh my gosh.
So then...
But you know, I was constantly texting you.
No, I know. But this was the whole thing. Because then I felt a bit removed and I felt like I can't ask him to come pick me up. Like... I felt also the shame of it. I would be too... I know this sounds really stupid, but I felt like I would be too shameful...
As a camper.
To go back to my family after having failed this. And like such a wimp princess. I couldn't. I really just couldn't. My pride was too big. I couldn't ask. So then I was texting Lisa because I didn't have signal enough to like go and Uber.
I was on my phone for an hour.
Like Google Maps wasn't really working because I didn't have enough signal. And so I was just texting you. And it did work to text you.
But was it not that the phone call didn't get through to your dad? Or did he just not answer?
No, he left it charging. And it took a really long time because then I eventually... Lisa was really helping me, texting me. And then she was like, if you walk 2 kilometers out the forest, you can get an Uber from this place because it's quite close to the city. So that's not very far, you know.
I was so worried. I was
Were
like,
you really?
no, because it said the Uber would take 20 minutes. So I was like, book it once you feel like you're 20 minutes away from the spot. But I'm like, what if it doesn't arrive there?
Yeah,
Like, what the fuck am I going to... I'm like, should I go there again to pick you up?
But
at
I
that
was
point,
close
I'm
enough
on my
to the
phone
city.
for an hour, looking at different options you can go. I'm like, this bus, this taxi, I'm like, I gotta get this girl out of here. No one else is.
I'm grateful.
I was so worried. I'm like, I'm not gonna sleep at night. I need to get this girl home for me to sleep, you know?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Also, you
no,
were
it
working
was-
the
it
next
was
morning and
crazy.
everything.
Oh, but you came home pretty early.
Yeah, I came home like 11.
9, 10.
10.
Yeah, it wasn't even my sleeping time. So don't you worry about that.
Okay.
I was just worried that my friend was out there stranded with the bears and the wolves.
I was actually scared for wild boars, like the wild pigs.
All right. In the rain, I think they would have been taking shelter, girl.
Because then, but it took a really long time for me to pack everything up because
that was quite a while.
everything was soaking wet and like the tent, it was so muddy and I had to stuff it in this bag.
Right.
I was really muddy and not. And it took like an hour to pack up my full camp. What are you laughing?
I'm thinking of the picture I took of you when you came back.
I was quite dirty, wasn't I?
You were cleaner than I expected.
Okay,
Because
I
you were
felt-
talking to me as if you had mud on your face, like everything.
That's how I felt.
As if you rolled in
Imagine
mud.
me getting into an Uber like that. But so I booked my Uber too soon because when I got signal again, I was like, I need to book this Uber because I was a bit scared that I wouldn't come. Because you know, Ubers also often like cancel a trip.
That's too far. Yeah, I was also thinking that it was pretty impressive to me that you could actually book an Uber. Because I was thinking your signal would be too weak to get into the app. Because, you know, searching on Safari for like if we could purify lake water or not, that was taking a while to search. So I'm like impressed that you could even get into the Uber app.
But it did start getting dark because it was also so cloudy. It was dark by 9 and walking in the forest, it's dark. So I had my head torch. No, I really did.
I'm just, you know, I'm a picturing person.
I had my torch in a Ziploc bag and my phone in a Ziploc bag because otherwise it would get wet, right? So I was trying to text you through the Ziploc bag.
The thing is, I can just picture you doing all these things in the wild forest. Like, you taking a stop, texting me through the Ziploc bag with your head torch on your head. Like, that shit is just too funny.
Wait, I wonder if I have... I didn't
That's
take
too funny. I don't think anyone
but...
understands how funny this is. Like,
So
I'm
this
actually,
was... Okay, this
I'm
doesn't...
actually personally touched.
This doesn't look that... I love that.
That's a good photo. Wait, is it a live photo? No. That's hilarious. You need to share that photo. That's hilarious.
Anyways,
the chaos that was.
Like, I was really walking so fast because I had texted my Uber driver, I might be a few minutes late. Please wait for me. I'm walking really fast. And he then...
How dare he say...
He said, oh, I'm not going to wait that much longer. And then I said, please wait. And then he waited like 5 more minutes. And then he said, I'm leaving in 2 minutes if you're not here.
But how can you say that?
I should have said to him, like, I will die out here in the forest alone if you don't pick me up.
And I'll be charging you for the fault.
But I eventually made it. And I walked that 2 kilometers so fast. You have no idea. No idea. No idea. And it's
I have no idea.
Black. Pitch black.
Because you got to that Uber pretty fast.
No, really.
Because I was on my phone the whole time you were packing up your stuff. I was looking at your Find My, so I was like, this girl is still alive. Because I couldn't see you moving. And I was like, at this point, she must have started walking. But maybe the signal cut off, so it says that you're still there. But then I could see you sometimes live.
Yeah.
So you were still packing. But that took like 40 minutes.
Yeah, it took a while.
That took a while. And then you to the Uber was like so quick. You're like, I got into the Uber. I'm like,
what do you mean?
What?
No, because I had also like tied plastic bags around my feet, my dry socks to get into my
I'll post a picture of this
shoes.
as well.
Then I eventually got into the Uber. He looked at me super weird. I was dripping all over the seats and everything.
Yeah,
but I was just glad to be in a dry car. And he was kind of like, oh, you're out there by yourself? What are you doing there? And he looked very concerned. But anyways.
I brought a towel down when I was going to pick you up. to wipe the seats, but he had already left.
No, because I just tipped him because I knew that like my bag left a bunch of mud and a puddle in the back, and like I was really wet, but I didn't really tell him like how much. Okay. So I just was, like gave him a tip and left.
Yeah.
Because I think he had to clean the car probably. But anyways, that's his problem.
Well,
I gave
also
him 5
if
stars.
if you're picking someone up at the National Forest Park
at 9
night, raining, you kind of know what you're getting.
I don't think he understood what he was getting.
Maybe not, but maybe that's good that he was the one that was getting to you. Anyways, poor guy.
Anyway, so I made it home, and yeah, I will be honest. I think I was quite humbled, and I did feel quite stupid. I think, which I know now, looking back, it's like not stupid, and I'm really glad I made it home, and like I was fine and safe. Because
I would say optimistic, not stupid, but seeing the weather that we saw during breakfast, I would also have been like, oh, I want to stay another day.
I think I felt stupid more the fact that I gave up. Not stupid, but I felt stupid for not leaving.
Now you're stupid.
No, I felt stupid for being indecisive, that I didn't leave earlier. But also feeling a pull between wanting to stay and also like to show that I'm not going to give up on something that's just, you know, a bit of rain.
Because it is like a camper's ego that you want to
Yeah, I do have something like that.
But I mean, the fuck you gonna do? I saw that rain, girl.
Yeah.
No one wants you to stay in that rain.
No.
That shit was crazy.
No. But I think also if I had just been a little bit more prepared with my gear, honestly, I need proper camping gear, like hiking, just sports.
And it can't be that heavy anymore.
That's quick to dry and like all that kind of stuff. Because But anyways, that's my story.
Now we know. Now we're all trained up.
Yeah, next time.
Yeah, I got a 40-minute of that experience. I mean, rain was everywhere. The way people were looking at us on the metro home, it was a walk of shame, girl, let me tell you. No. I had to sit on the metro seat like this.
Dripping.
I'm sitting like this. Just in case, because also I didn't want to feel my undies being wet, so I didn't want to sit on the seat. Not for the seat's sake, but for my sake. I didn't give a rat's ass about wetting that metro seat. They dry up pretty fast. They gotta deal with it. But it was for my own. I was like feeling so like done. At least I was quite fresh because I had my
your raincoat was
jacket.
Good.
Oh, thank God. It did not leak an inch.
Yeah.
So I know it's a good brand or whatever.
Yeah, that's a really good.
Because I got that for free.
Yeah. No, it is good.
Anyways, no, we need to move on.
Yeah, let's move on. But I will say I would love to go camping again. And it hasn't put me off at all. But it's just I need to be smarter and more prepared, that's all.
It's made us want to go camping more.
Yeah.
We're planning to do something next year. We should go camping again. I don't know if I'll have time with you this fall. Because it's going to get cold pretty fast.
September could work. But I think
you said
also
you were freezing to death when you were sleeping. So
yeah, but that's because I only brought like a summer sleeping bag.
Right.
But I think also I've just been borrowing my parents' stuff, so I would like to get my own stuff at some point. But I've been obsessed with looking at Lofoten in Norway, camping and hiking, and
Dolomites.
It's really, really gotten me, and I'm like, I have to go. And
we have to go. You cannot go without me if you're going to Lofoten or Tromsø. We're getting that driver's license. We need to drive. We need to take turns driving, and we need to go on that hike.
Because I don't think you can drive the whole way. That's the thing.
No, we park it in some parking space, and then we start our trek there.
Okay. Because...
No, but we've been really down to do something more like this.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
And we've been talking about going to the Dolomites next year in Italy and doing like a girls' trip as well. So
I really hope that pulls itself off.
Yeah.
Pulls through.
I hope so too.
We'll talk about our trip if it gets any more updates in our season 2.
Yeah.
But we want to quickly continue because we're running out of time. Jude has to work. There's a few things that's up in the air. Yeah. I'll start with myself.
Yeah. Go for it.
I was just going to mention how now we've gotten like proper notifications about when it comes to school and from the system. Like there's a central system in Sweden that decides it's like a portal for all the schools, and there your results are published. And mine has finally gotten published. I've said yes, and now I've actually gotten into the school like portal and been welcomed and whatsoever. So then now it's kind of sinking in. I have 3 weeks to go. Oh my god. I have 3 weeks to go.
Because you start 17th?
18th. Because it's orientation. First years are going 2 weeks earlier, so I'm starting 18th of August. So it's in about 3 weeks, 3.5. And I have quite a busy schedule up to that because Chabin's friend is coming. I'm working a few shifts.
A lot.
And it's Lena's last 2 weeks, so I'll be pretty busy, I can imagine. But it is sinking in slowly, and it's nice.
How do you feel? Do you feel excited? Has it really sunk in?
Yeah, I think for a while I had a bit more worries. Of course, PMS luteal phase, period phase, I'm gonna be scared and worried about having to meet new classmates, and I think that's what took over my excitement for a few weeks.
Yeah.
Because for me it takes 1 or 2 years to actually become friends with someone, like friends.
Yeah.
And there's only 12 people in a class. It's not like 160
It's not a big pool of people.
Exactly.
If you don't like someone, then you're quite close.
It's not
with
like
them.
a business bachelor class where there's 200 people in each program. It's 12 people in a program per year. And apparently half of them drop out due to becoming parents or other reasons and stuff. So you end up with a very small pool of people in the end because of my other art school experience as well. That has been a bit difficult for me, I think.
Yeah.
We met up with Anna Maria and Denise today.
Yeah.
Denise is the one that always comments on our videos. So cute, supporting us till this episode. She also got into school. Anna Maria is in nursing school.
Yeah.
You're also going to school. I'm about to say possibly, but no, you are going to school. It's just a matter of which school.
Yeah.
So we're all going back to school. I feel like that has made it a bit more exciting that we're all, like our besties are all in the same era now. I feel like we're on the same page. We are making effort to grow exponentially, whatever we're doing, for our future.
It feels nice that everyone's, studying at the same time and that we're kind of all in the same boat and can relate to each other, which is something, because I think also it was really nice to study with you for a year, but I guess like when I was doing my bachelor's, not as many of my close friends were studying at the same time.
Yeah, I was just working and stuff.
I mean, at least you guys, some of my other friends were, but so that was kind of a nice thing that people got into school and we can all talk about it together.
Yeah. But why don't you quickly talk about what you're up to, and then we'll end the pod.
Yeah. No, I think so. Now I've gotten reserved for my first choice of university, which is in Gothenburg. And then I got into another program in Gothenburg. Then I did a late application to a university in Uppsala area. So things are still a bit up in the air for me. I think I've been having a hard time this past whole year, and I'm just being very transparent because I think maybe it's relatable as well, but
definitely
I think for so long I've always known what I wanted to do, and I studied that, and then I became a bit more unsure and I think I've reflected now, like the reason I'm unsure is not that I don't not know what I want to do because I don't want to do anything. It's because I want to do too many things.
Exactly.
And it's my love for different things and my interest and curiosity for so many different topics and subjects and like areas of life. Like I want to study, I would want to be a social worker or a teacher.
You want to be a ceramicist, own an artist studio.
Live in the countryside, live in the city, live with my friends, travel, go on hiking trips, rent a van, so it's just, I think...
You will be able to pick all your figs in the end.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, just coming to terms with that, and also maybe I can't do everything at once, but I can do certain things at different times, and there's a time for everything. I do have time, but it's just like, I think my heart's being pulled in a lot of different directions, and so I've been a bit unsure of like what I want to do.
You've also been itching to move somewhere, experience more things for yourself. I mean, it is, I don't want to call it a quarter life crisis because it's natural to be rethinking things a bit when you turn 25-ish. As if I'm so much older. I'm talking like I'm 45 or something like that. But I mean, you start to understand yourself more, so you want to put yourself more up front, and hence why you want to grow within your own like area, I guess. Crisis means, I do think it has a correlation to growth. If you don't have a crisis or worries, you ain't gonna grow, girl.
And
if
you're not
stagnant
changing, I think.
And safe, then the change is not happening.
Think kind of coming to terms with like rewriting who you are and your identity and questioning all of that leads to a lot of change and growth. And I'm just in this, I feel I've been in this like quote unquote hard, it hasn't been difficult, but just like grappling with it and on the cusp of change and growth. And so it's just been a bit up in the air, uncertain, and I'm coming to accept uncertainty and trust. And I trust that things will work out. Sometimes maybe too much. But I do.
It definitely will. I know the universe has like a plan out there for you.
No, I do
whatever.
believe that.
Yeah.
And
I
even
like
if it doesn't,
that.
it's like everything will work out.
I'm put here for a purpose. That's what I like to think.
And it's also,
that's my religion.
Same.
No, but I can definitely understand that it's a bit harder for you since you also spent a year doing something completely different from the area you studied. You started studying art, ceramic for a whole year, and that school experience is so different from normal academic school. So getting back to that could also be jarring and exciting at the same time, and you can be confused because of course, if you are a creative, you would want to be able to sustain your life based on what you create creatively.
Yeah.
But sometimes that's not the case. You do have passions for other things. Let's say you're the thing that you've studied already and you want to explore it deeper as well. So yeah, I definitely understand.
I think it's just having like
the crisis of a year.
You've
had
lots of interest and wanting all of it. But
plus location things.
Yeah, location thing is a big thing as well. But I do think like in my head it's like I could do anything I want, but I could also do anything I want.
Yeah, I get it.
And that's both like a blessing and a curse, and all that freedom is so wonderful, but it's like a lot to think about.
But that's why it's perfect that you're single right now, I think.
I think so too.
It's really good.
Because that's the thing, there's really...
Imagine having someone tying you down.
No.
And you want to change and grow.
Yeah. No, that's really also what I feel...
They're supposed to grow with you, but whatever.
Yeah. But I think like this is also... Of course, I'm conscious and would be so sad to like move away from you guys, my friends, my family here in Stockholm, but...
Praying that this late application to Uppsala gets accepted. Yes, thank you very much. I can visit her every other week.
I'll first pray for my first option to be... Or, I don't know which is my first anymore. But
yeah.
I think... Yeah, I feel ready to go out into the world by my little lonesome self and figure stuff out and do it. But it's... I think I do get
my
just
girl is
sad.
leaving her nest.
I know.
Yeah. But once you adjust, it's gonna all be good.
And I know that. It's just before the change, I'm just like, oh, I just get... It feels so bittersweet. I feel nostalgia before it's gone. Do you know what I mean? I feel nostalgic for the moment I'm living in.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Anyways. But I mean, I've also, like, I'm really passionate about what I'm going to be studying. Although for a while I was like, what am I going to do with this degree? Because everything technology is taking over whatsoever. Everything an artist does is kind of...
Yeah.
But I've also been thinking, like, now I'm very passionate about what I'm studying, but I'm still... You know that feeling when you feel stuck? Because now my campus is in Stockholm. So I know I'm tied down here for 3 more years. And I'm like, yes, I know that time will fly by so fast. But also, I want to live here voluntarily. But now that I have to live here for 3 more years, I'm like, what do I want to do here?
No, I get what you mean.
So,
are you feeling some kind of pull towards Korea again, or
No, not towards Korea. No, not moving for now. It's not about Stockholm or Seoul. That's not the thing. It's just like Stockholm in itself. I'm like, I could also, because I've just discovered like this whole driving journey too. I'm like, now we can drive anywhere, which will, I think, bring a lot of freedom in our academic years. Once we know how to drive, we can do a lot of small road trips, hopefully with our student money that we get. But I'm excited to explore a bit more. I think that's what era I'm in right now. I like having the base here, but I do want to get out of it quite a bit. I think it brings a lot of fresh air to my mind.
I feel similarly, and I think I don't know why the camping trip just changed my perspective, but I really am like, I really just want to see more of Sweden and travel and do small
trips. More experience is really important. I think that's what lasts in the end. Like you don't think about all the money you spend. You're more like, oh, I thank God I did this, because you learn so much from it. And that's why I love traveling a lot.
No, for sure.
Like even if you don't realize anything whilst you're traveling, when you're back home, it always kind of gives you an epiphany about something in life.
It's true. Yeah,
it's needed, but we'll see what this change brings us. I think it's also that you and Lena are moving away, so I'm like, I'm not left here, but I'm left here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I get you.
So that's a bit of that as well.
And I think also because Anna is away as well.
But it's not like I've lived here for 10 years and I'm like left here in my small hometown. Like there's still a lot of things happening here. But yeah, I'm just going to treat it as if I have houses elsewhere now.
Yeah.
Like if Jade moves to Gothenburg, I have an apartment there.
Exactly.
If you move to Uppsala,
Malmö,
I have an apartment there. Exactly.
Everywhere.
Yeah. I just think I want to see more of Sweden and the world with you. It's just so fun,
I know.
Yeah.
And I know that also, I think now after, we've lived together, our bond is a lot stronger than it ever was before. And so I do think our long distance will go quite smoothly as well. Long distance friendship.
Watch this podcast never come back. Yeah, it'll go.
But I think also I'm really getting so
FaceTime each other more.
Yeah, I think just FaceTime and just text.
Because when we're apart, guys,
we forget about each other.
Yeah, no contact, no nothing.
Right? I feel like sometimes.
Yeah.
I feel like now since
you need to contact me when you're at camp.
Yeah, I shall.
Although it's work, so I try to give you your distance. But
I think
this bitch hasn't texted me for 3 days.
Because I'm constantly at work. I feel like so tired to like reply to messages, but I will be.
You need to FaceTime me about Love Island. That's what you'll be doing, all right? Because in the evening you could be watching there.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, but I think that's our update for now.
Yeah.
A lot of confusion and new beginnings, but we're excited to debrief on that once we kickstart all of that and
update you.
We have yet to reveal where Jade has moved when we're back.
Tune in for more next time.
I think, you wanted to end the season 1 at episode 25 because that's kind of like satisfying, but we'll have to leave it here because there's no more time slots we can record before you leave for camp, and then there's like a few weeks gap, so I don't see a point in coming back just for the last week that you're here.
Yeah.
You'll be busy packing for moving and stuff. So I think we're going to try to be back within 2 months period.
Yeah. I think probably September, October.
But I do feel that we will be itching for it sooner than later.
I do think I'll miss it a lot because it feels like a little video diary. It feels like,
also like a
comfort. It feels also like, I think
the time we get to listen back to this will be hilarious in 10 years.
Yeah. I think I also want, I don't know, I felt like I wanted someone else to witness our connection,
growth,
if that makes sense, and just like how much we enjoy each other's company.
And yapping.
And I've really enjoyed the podcast, and I think like I've learned a lot also. Like you've taught me so much and been so patient with me with like, I don't know, just, is that still on? You've been so patient with me in just like learning how to edit, learning how to use what is it called?
Final Cut Pro or what?
All these things. So.
I'm just happy I have a co-editor, girl. I don't even care about teaching you how to edit. I'm like, someone else is doing my job.
Perfect. No, but I just want you to know that I'm grateful.
Yeah, you've gotten so good at it, honestly.
Much better.
Before I went back and like used to check what you were doing and like if the cuts were right and the sound. Now I don't even check. I just upload.
Yeah.
I just trust you.
Thank you.
Raw dogging it.
Yeah. Don't know if I should
You're
be
doing a
trustworthy,
great job. But if Jade, well, you're definitely moving because you haven't applied to anything here.
Yeah.
But we'll have to figure out what we're gonna do with the setup, and this environment might change.
Yeah,
we might be doing an online thing. We don't know. So we're going to do some research on how to get that kick started. We might be back sooner if we have figured stuff out and our life is figured out. But I do kind of doubt that. We'll see. I'm thinking fall is a good time to be back, and we can all be cozy during the winter time when it's dark. And snowy. You can listen to this pod.
Yeah.
But it's really been a journey. I do feel like we've gotten so much more comfortable with
the camera.
the camera.
Yeah.
Being more funny, comfortable. I don't think there's like, it's hard to edit sometimes because our audio are constantly like overlapping and like we just have so much
Interrupting each
fun
other.
and we're interrupting. It's really, literally like we're doing in real life. So thank you for being patient with that. And we have heard from a few people that they've been listening to the pod from quite early on and still enjoying it. So we really are grateful, actually.
And appreciative of that.
Yeah.
So thank you so much, guys, for listening.
If you have been a secret listener, this is your time to show your love, because we do need some motivation to come back as well. Not that we depend on you guys, but yeah.
And also, I think it's been really nice to learn to love the process, because I mean, we're not like, earning money from it or anything like that, but we do enjoy it. So
if you see this, sponsor us.
Please sponsor us. Camping gear, I need you.
Yes. Salomon, Arc'teryx, get to me. Or a tent. I really need a hammock tent. A good one. Wish list, hashtag wish list camping 2027. Anyways.
But thank you guys for listening.
Thank you for listening.
We'll see you next time.
Yes. Bye.
Bye.
Hi. Love you.